Perspective, horizon. Living things.
Oh no! So, yeah, couldn't find a little cable. I need to adapt this to a mini USB. Thank you, Macintosh, for inventing a new technology. So, yeah, this is like back in the old days when I only used the mic from the computer, which is this is This is horrible. I really am not happy with that. So I don't know what to do. Hello, everyone. Hello. Yeah, I'm not gonna name all you tonight, but maybe I am, because yeah. So this is a huge bummer. I prepared the whole thing, and then that little cable, I forgot I took it with me into Bosch, and that's the one thing I'm missing. So did you get the sound from the turntable, so I can speak and play the records at the same time, and you get like a good sound or decent enough? But yeah, no, I haven't. I haven't really. Yeah, I'm still physically broken. So I don't know what you guys think. This is a huge bummer. I have all this music lined up that I think would benefit having a decent sound. And no, Daniel, it's no, I literally don't have that. That's what I've been looking for the past 25 minutes, and I know no one wants to hear that. No, Niels is far away from here. Yeah, the sound is okay, like when I talk like that, Rainer, thank you, but yeah, I don't really know what to do, because I can't hear myself and the music in the headphones as well, so I can't balance it. So hello, Michael. Yeah, the USB curse. I really feel bad about it, and thank you, Thomas, for supporting the stream already, leaving a nice tip in the coffee jar. But I'll try a few records, and you guys tell me how it is. But this is, yeah, the old lo-fi days. But yeah, let's see. We started with an old tune from the past. Gang Gang Dance, probably their best record. Kamakura on the Latitude label, which is an offshoot of Mute, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, hello Steve, DJ Soki, nice to see you in Den Bosch. Yeah, it's gonna be. Gong last night was surprisingly, I mean, not necessarily surprisingly good, but like surprisingly joyful. I thought it was a really great, and they had a great time as well. They say it was the best gig of this current tour so far. Merci Aurélien. Pas loin. Yeah, yes indeed, Greg. So this is the old record I got just before Den Bosch, by the way. Alex would know that. But this is the original Delisa, Keith, Washka, Cartography. Yeah, I know. Yeah, see, I literally meant to play that track by Rodney Washka from Memphis, Tennessee, who studied with Larry Austin, the great Larry Austin, and this was released on the label that released Larry Austin. Hello, I'm the Dead. So, okay, I'll play a few tunes, but like I won't do a whole show tonight because I feel so bad about it. But we'll see. You guys maybe give me energy, we'll see. But yeah, this is This is from 1983, Runes. Attempts to conjure some of the legendary magic attributed to these ancient symbols. The shapes of several runes were used to map the envelopes of timbers using synclavier, John Appleton. So this album is a rare occurrence that doesn't have John Appleton involved, that is focusing on the synclavier. One of the, probably the last old school synthesizer that was really pushing forward before synthesizer got a little more simplified. Yeah, Larry Austin is a treasure. Man, oh man, huh? Yeah, CDs, Michael, huh? This was released on the Irida label. But now we're getting some deep Michael Anthony. Irida was Jerry Hunt's label. There's like 7 releases on it. I'm only missing one. But there was a box that's reissuing the whole thing that was released last year, I believe. Ivory Coast. This is a track called, or it's to Gemongyo. Gui is the type of music this is, and this is both the little bird mask and the mask that eats water. Basically, in this area of Ivory Coast, these masks are entities of them in their own, and they all have a voice. So you have the humans disguising themselves as these entities, creating new voices. Now you have the second voice in the singing right now that is not trying to pretend to be something else, but the other one obviously is. And all the weird sounds that almost sounds like electronic music. This is just leaves of different types of plants being rubbed. Which creates this insane thing. Hello, Sean. Well, and I wanted to play that one because this rubbing of the plants to create all these sounds. Well, it kind of reminded me of an album. I got a reissue a few years ago, or like a couple of years ago, I believe, but I got the original this time in Bosch. Musique Verte, an album by this composer Jean-Yves Bosseur, who I've played a bunch of other stuff from, but an album made solely out of instruments created with plants. Absolutely, Sean. Yeah, this is so very complicated to do tonight. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Jonas, we'll do some more. Yeah, it went all right in the end. I didn't get that many records actually. Yeah, it's a wonderful record. Oh, Alex is in San Diego right now. Okay. Well, okay. Yeah, it's really complicated. Like when I have zero idea of how this comes out of the sound. Let me see. Yeah, no. So annoying, but we get like a little treasure from Den Bosch now, I guess. Cheap heat. Something that I got from thanks to Magic Berber here. Yeah, this is not good. How does the sound come off right now? Compared when I talk over the music, this must be horrible. Yeah. Claude, I am, but that's not the issue here. Yeah, you're being too kind, Sean. I didn't. I fucked up. Hello, Steve. Steve, who was my partner in crime during the whole record fair. Yeah, but there's no microphone right now, so. Salut Billy Bob. Fred and Ferd. Fred Fris and Ferdinand Richard. Wonderful little album of weirdness, rock in opposition. Yeah, but you will. The thing is that I know how it will sound in an hour. The sound will just keep getting worse, unfortunately. And I'm also basically completely thrown off by this because I'm running blind now. Oh, nice. Salut Baléric. Yeah, so that little album by Fred Frith, guitar player from the US, but that moved to the UK in the late 60s, early 70s, and co-founded Henry Cow. Fred Frith is basically my favorite musician to see live. I've seen him 30 times or so, and the records never do him justice in my opinion. But this one, some tracks are instrumental, some are sung in French, Swiss. Ferdinand Richard, I believe, is from Switzerland. You know what? Massacre, which is Bill Laswell, Fred Frith and Co. Is it Charles Bullen in it as well? Someone from DC is in it, I believe. It's an interesting album. The aesthetic is really very much from the 80s. This has aged very well, I think. Hello. Yes. I might I remember wrong as well. It's a cheap record though. And now a record that I don't need to introduce to most of you, I would assume. But there's a reason I'm playing this now. This is the Coltrane album that most people say he was on LSD throughout the recording of this. Maybe there's a point there. But what's interesting to me with this record, apart from the fact that it's my favorite Coltrane album, is how it inspired other musicians, deeply so. And I'll give you an example right now. But I'm noticing another issue with the sound. So, unfortunately, this is too problematic. After that track, we'll have to resume for tonight, unfortunately, because you're not getting the sound how it's supposed to be. This is really, really, really frustrating. Oh my god. So this is one of my favorite clarinet players from Turkey. Safet Gundeger, here playing with Oke Temiz, also from Turkey, with Björn Alke, bass player from Sweden. This is from 71? No, 74. Recorded in Stockholm. I have a bunch of Safet Gundeger albums, solo, with other people. It's always a pleasure to enjoy to hear him. Yeah, Roberto. Well, next Friday for sure. Yeah, this is really bad. Thank you all for leaving a tip in the coffee jar for a very faulty show tonight. Like I'm a bit ashamed of this thing tonight. So yeah, it's still pretty cheap. I think last show or next best last I played Oriental Wind, which is Oke Temiz with other musicians. This is a Swedish record, came out on Sonnet, but the Swedish version of it, I believe. Yeah. It's a record you find in Sweden every now and then, but often a little bit overpriced, and I got it for a very good price in Den Bosch. So I guess I'll talk a little bit about Den Bosch. Well, thank you, Stefan. Well, I didn't pay much for it in Den Bosch. I probably paid around between 20 and 25 euros, so that's all right for a original, very clean pressing of it. Yeah. I think it will be for the best. But there were some cheap records in that Bosch, huh? €5, and some slightly more expensive, huh? What is it that you guys call that? Huh? Not really. Hello, you are. So Den Bosch, yeah. Let's talk a little bit about Den Bosch then. I arrived there on the Thursday morning. I arrived in Amsterdam, which was a long trip from Stockholm. I didn't sleep all night because I had to take a bus at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I rarely go to bed before 1:30. So when I was still like finishing packing at 2 o'clock, I thought, I'm not sleeping. I'm gonna maybe sleep a little bit in the airplane. So 5 o'clock in the morning, I take a bus that takes me to another bus, that takes me to a train in Stockholm, that takes me to the airport. There, I meet a bunch of guys like Vinyl Stockholm, who's here or was here, and we take the plane. A very nice trip. I get to sleep a little bit. I get to chat with one of the air hostess. Pretty nice. We arrive in Amsterdam, get my baggage. We meet Steve Davis. Steve, who's been a regular here for some time now, the first time meeting in real life. We head up to Utrecht, since there was a record market, outdoor market, nearby the train station there, where some sellers that would be in Den Bosch were having, selling records. And I only found one record, but that was nice. And that was Thursday, yeah. Thursday evening, we go to a hotel where the dealers, a bunch of dealers, like high-end dealers of the fair, gather in the lobby around the bar and have a bunch of boxes of stuff, a little bit exclusive stuff, like pre-record fair show. And I found a good record there. Selten gehört Musik, which is, Dieter Roth, Hermann Nietzsche, and a bunch of others. Edward Room, I'm not sure he's called Edward, but yeah. So this is a box set, triple LP. Very elusive record. And then we're all supposed to go to bed to rest because we want to be at the record fair at 6 o'clock in the morning. But in true Disque du Pif fashion, Steve and I went to have dinner and had a few drinks, just enough to wake up still drunk for my part. But hello André. Yeah, it's in the mail. I should be playing it next week. Yeah, it sounded fantastic. I pre-ordered it the day it was announced. So, yeah, Steve and I, we were staying at a place, very nice place, an Airbnb, but it was almost 30-minute walk to the record fair. But that was fine. I think we got to the fair at 6:17 or something like that, and basically got to see the people setting up tables. So you go there, one table is setting up, you go through it, and you jump onto the next one opening up. And yes, I was drunk when I was doing that. It took a little while to get down in degrees. And that day we did awesome, Steve and I. And we met a bunch of the others. Claude here was there. Romuald, French vinyl addict, was there. Magic Berber was here as well. Aurélien. Francis Cocher was there. And well, Michael, Thomas, Nadine, Günther, a bunch of others, and we did really, really well in terms of the quality of what we got and the prices what we got, Steve and I. So much so that by then we just had to celebrate again. We went to dinner to the same restaurant, and basically the same thing happened again. But yeah, everyone was getting settled. So because most of the people I told you about arrived at the fair and basically didn't even, like, they had to go to their hotel for the first time after that. So there was not like a big meetup of everyone. And the next day was Saturday, so the first day that is open to everyone. So you, and cheaper, like basically I think it's 10 or 12 euros to get in. I know a bunch of other French VC people turned up. I didn't meet them because I was like going around, not as much as the first day, looking for the deals and being there first, but more like already high on the excitement of the prior day. But yeah, we're just basically going from booth to booth, talking with people, sellers. A lot of them I already know. Some of them I'm friends with, even if I haven't seen them in a long time for some. So basically reconnecting, and so people basically start to tell you the stories, tell you what's going on, what records have turned up with stock, dead stock copies and stuff like that. So that was fun. Good networking. Got a bunch of records, not many. So found quite a few for the pals, Steve and others. And the day went by mellow. I only got like 6 or 7 records the second day, but I was happy with that. But in the morning I met Keith Fullerton Whitman, formerly known as Ravatsky, an American musician who's done a bunch of good electronic music albums, but who's even more famous for helming the Creelpone series. Creelpone is a label of bootleg CDRs of avant-garde, modern classical, experimental music. Rare stuff that is unavailable in any format. Well, that was the intention originally. Because of him and that series, the culture grew around that music, that kind of music. And some of these records got reissued eventually, CD or vinyl or both. But I believe there's almost like 300 releases, entries in that series. And he was there. He just got from Paris, where he was playing at the Présence Électronique, the festival of electronic music, musique concrète at the Maison de la Radio, the French national radio. And amazingly, he was there not to dig, even if he was digging that day, but he was there because he was supposed to play a show on that Saturday night in Den Bosch. Nothing to do with the fair. It was completely unrelated. And I had messaged him when I saw that, like, can you put us on the list? Which he did, but there was no list. It was free. Uh, and Shushu was playing. We didn't like it at all. Like some weird theatrical goth singing that was like way too over the top. But then Keith played an electric show with an electric guitar modified with like tons of stuff happening. It was really, really fun. Not a lot of people. And then Faust, ZP's Faust, were playing live. And by then I had convinced, I messaged some of the all our friends who were there to come, guys, come. This is Faust, this is for free. Like, we are all at the biggest record fair in the world where shitload of people were looking for krautrock, and there you have krautrock legends, Faust playing. And Romuald, French vinyl addict, he managed to get there in time. The others, I don't know, maybe they were tired, but was very few people. That's telling you something about the priorities of vinyl record collectors sometimes. Oh well. Anyways, yeah, the gig was fantastic, and it was like very motoric, trippy krautrock, psychedelic music. And there were 2 guitar players, a bass player, Zippy on the drums at the center stage, another percussionist with electronics, and a woman on electronics. I mean, all the guitars were basically, there were so many effects as well that it was all electronic in a way, but it was rocking. And they had a special guest, woof, because at one point a dog. It was basically a sort of theater. So, you know, like there's a stage, and we're on the same level as the stage. And you have the curtains, the big curtains on the sides, and there's some room between the band and the back of the room. And then suddenly this like kind of wolf dog starts to roam around behind them. The musicians, like when he woofed the first time, they just look at him without stopping playing. They go on, and the dog stays there and so keeps woofing, barking, but not like, you know, in a disjointed way, like woof 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 woof. No, just big, clear, loud woof, and the band is playing with him. They're literally, either he is playing in tune and in rhythm with them, or they are, who knows. But of course that brought, like, the music was already excellent, but suddenly it became just magical. And then the gig ended. We greeted the band, me, Romuald, and Steve. We went on for a last drink. We ended up a sort of rave in Den Bosch, where we found Fullerton Whitman and other people we had met. It was really nice. And I think by 2 or something like that, we decided, okay, there's still a last day to go digging. So we have to go to sleep, which was difficult. Yeah, Francis had a digging priority, but we still got there early enough, around 9 something. I had a little accident. Long story short, but I forgot something at the flat, and I realized it only when we arrived at the fair after 25-30 minute walk. I forgot my wallet. That was the day before, actually. Now I'm mixing up things, but whatever. Basically, the last day was very nice. When you've already done good at a record fair like that, you just you keep it chill. Like, I still got a bunch of records, a bunch of doubles as well, like stuff that is too cheap and too good to pass. And it was just fantastic. It was the best Den Bosch, as far as I'm concerned. I did a few mistakes. again, you should always double check the condition of records, even from a seller that everything looks clean. Like, you never know. And there's a record I thought I had struck from my my want list, but no, it's back on. But it's funny because after it, like, we went back to the airport, me, Steve, and Romuald. We said our goodbyes to the friends, and I know Francis, he did amazing. I don't know how many records he got there, but like, he probably got in total, like, how many records did you get, Francis? Like 150, like, throughout the 3 days. Yeah, tons of records and fast. Yeah, exactly. And especially, you go to record fair and you don't expect that. It's just a bonus. So, but yeah, we did good. I came home. I think I arrived at 1 o'clock in the morning or so on Sunday night. Quite mashed up, and but happy. Me and Steve, we thought, okay, let's do it again next year, like in a year, but it's biannual, you know. So so the next day, I get a message from Steve. Let's do it in April. Can't get enough of it, huh? But so yeah, even like someone was asking me, yeah, I think it was Magic Berber. I said I had like 4 targets. Wait, where is that message? Oh, I don't find it. Let me see. Yeah, basically, I had 4 targets that were of different levels of difficulty. I wanted to get some Hermanich. I got 2 records with him out of the 6 I'm after. But the show kind of helped me to get 2 or 3 more after the fact, because for me, Den Bosch doesn't stop on Sunday. I had these 4 goals: more Okora, more of a certain library soundtrack composer from Germany, Netherlands, Herman Nietzsche, and Martial Solal. I wanted some Martial Solal. The Marcel Solal, I found a bunch I was looking for. Not many, not the ones I was mostly looking for, and they were overpriced, but the condition was excellent. But so I basically, so this is, if I don't find it at the record fair, I knew I would find it on Discogs. So this is what the past few days have been about, in a way. Hermanich, yeah, 3 more in the making after the fair. Okora, only found 2 there. A lot more that were like building up during and after. And that library guy, I found 1 there, but I missed it. It was not one of my priorities from him, but it was there, and it could have been cheap, but I waited too long and it was gone. But I don't regret it that much. But I got 3 out of the 4 main ones I'm looking for since then. So basically, Den Bosch is also educating you a little bit about what is available, what is really difficult to get, so that right after you have a good idea of what is priority to order. What is it that you're most likely to find in the wild, again, at a cheaper price? I'm going to find Marcel Solal in the wild. The rest, So that's how I did. And I think I brought back something like around 40-45 records, including 3 box sets. I'll show you one. That one was a big one for me. I have the reissue of that, but yeah. That record goes for a lot of money. Usually nowadays around 800, 1,000 euros, and I got it for a little over 200. So that was really, really good. This is the only Roland Kane box set original I was missing. There are 5. Roland Kane was part of the Il Gruppo di Improvvisazione Nuova Consonanza, the group of Ennio Morricone. And now I will finally be able to do a video about that. So that was good. Very unexpected to find this there at that price. But I guess it was for me then. And so I still managed to leave the fair with some cash left in the pocket, which helped the next few days, actually. And actually, a lot of you helped very much, very, very much, and very generously during that live stream DJ set I did on Saturday, the week before the record fair, like 2 weeks ago, literally. I'll do a little thank you thing about that. But I would say that even if, considering my targets, I only hit them partially, I would say about my straight up hard targets, I got I was like 25-30% in, which is really good. Considering there's like 4 about 25 25-30 records within these 4 targets. And I got at the fair, I got 5, plus a bunch other since then. But so that was the short version of the most astonishing record fair that we will be reporting from again, probably with some more fun. But yesterday, also, I didn't do the show yesterday, which would have been the same issue, unfortunately, because I went to see Gong. Gong, helmed by Karavus Torabi, who plays with Steve Davis here in the Utopia Strong. And it was lovely. It was absolutely lovely. They played one vintage Gong song. All the rest was new compositions, and it was very joyful. Like cyclic, Canterbury, indie, long form pieces. Cavus has got a beautiful voice. Like the singing has never been that good, I think, in Gong. They played for an hour and a half, and all types of people were there yesterday. Yeah, young, older. I mean, there were a lot of older fans, but also quite young ones. And I had a bunch of friends who came along, and if Gong is playing around where you're living or where you have access, I would suggest like not missing a chance to see that. Really, really cool. But okay, Jonas. Yeah, well, exactly. One thing I did though is I brought my portable turntable with me, and it was more useful than usual. Even if I could have done better, but my plan was on the evenings to check the records after we bought them, so we could return them if there was an issue. And we were always partying, so good lesson for next time. I'll be curious about seeing how many records that Steve got had some issues that we didn't detect, because that can happen. Hopefully none, but statistically, considering the amount of records he got, there might be a few. But yeah, I would say Coil, Michael Valentini, but Favs is in there for sure. it was a great trip, and I would really encourage anyone who think that might be something they want to do. Yeah, get in touch, and we'll hook you up, tell you how to do it the best, and yeah. Yeah, then you have probably still had Steve Hillage, right, Stephen? And the founding father. Well, yeah, it was. And you will know even more next week when I get that cable that is missing tonight that has derailed the show massively, unfortunately. But allowed me to chat about the stream, the record fair, the missing 2 weeks, the missing week. 1 week I only missed, but now 2. This is yeah. But next time, Jonas, we'll have to do it even more like a party all together, huh? Yeah. Michael, there's all sorts of God, unless you are very stuck on being monotheist. Sure, but if you're pagan, you can't have one God. Like that doesn't work like that, Michael. Huh? All right, guys. So sorry about tonight. I know it's a bummer. You have no idea how much a bummer it is for me, considering what I had prepared. But even the stuff that I played already, it got derailed by that. But well, I hope it's like that Andorra's Revenge. I've met a bunch of you guys, by the way, from Belgium, from Germany, who said hi. Some I chatted with. Like, there's never enough time, But yeah, well, I'll see you next week. So sorry about that again. I don't know if I'll keep the video up. Yeah, maybe I'll keep up this for the till next Friday, and you can still leave comments. That's always fine. I'll answer more questions about the record fair if you want. And yeah, I as you can see, I'm a bit all over the place because of that missing cable. So yeah, you can leave a comment, like the video. You can put a thumb down this time. I deserve it. You can still leave a tip if you want, like Rolf and Thomas did, even if I don't deserve it as much as usual. and we'll see each other and have more to say next week. Sorry about that, but I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.